Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight. You gotta make your mark, load up on the raw intent. One last look in the mirror. They're gonna know your name. Somebody's gonna take a second look. Too cool to choose to go any angle. Hypersexual serial beast. Wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of rough? Do you like it?
Good evening. Welcome to another edition of PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. I'm Norm Waymer, along with Dr. Jerry Graham, who's in for Andy Shane. Got a great show for you on tap tonight. We will recap a little bit, because for those of you who missed it, we're going to show you the match that wasn't the match with Andy Shane and Will Studd. And also, we will show you also the singles matches where Justin Maine, Celeste Taylor took on members of the Asian Assassins.
Terrific stuff.
And we got a flashback segment for you with Bulldog Don Kent. And
the older brother I never had.
then this guy ended up getting involved as well. Show sponsored in part by Mike Seeger's Red Wing Shoes on North Reynolds Road. Great place to, if you're looking for quality, that's the place to go, Red Wing Shoes. Also, Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street, along with the Seaway Marketplace on Cherry and Bancroft. Don't forget, if you want to get a free ticket to Monster May on May the 17th, just go into Seaway Marketplace, spend just $40 or more, ask your cashier, and they will give you a free ticket to Monster May. Also, the Somerset Bingo Hall and the Toledo Academy of Beauty.
All great stores. Please patronize them.
All right. We are not too long now, about 8 days away from Monster May?
It's getting close. And I'm going to tell you, Norm, all wrestling roads lead to Toledo. I've been getting so many calls, emails from around the country. The Mighty Pharaoh against Nitro, the battle of the century. These two behemoths, these two tremendously huge but powerfully and quick. They've both got everything.
We will guarantee you this is not like Mayweather-Pacquiao, where people spent $100 and were disappointed if they could get it.
That's right. 6-5, you pick them on this match. So I don't know.
$10 will get you in the door.
Oh, absolutely. $10 will get you in the door and bring your kid for $5. But the thing is,
you'll be talking about this thing for
months. This is the battle of the century. This is where we want to be if we like wrestling in the Toledo area, Northwest Ohio, Southeastern Michigan. My friends from Bedford, be there.
6'4", 320 against 7'3", 305. And just $10 will get you in the door. $5 for kids. $15 if you want to get front row seats, and you can get them at some of the locations that we mentioned. Also, PCWExcitement.com. Let's get to our first match here. Yun Hato against Celeste Taylor. Hato, one of the tag team champions.
Yeah, it's nice to break up a tag team once in a while and put them in singles matches, see what they can do. You know, it just gives a little variety to the thing, and I think this is a really terrific match. I think the fans are going to enjoy this one.
Oh, I know that they're going to. It's Celeste Taylor against Yun Hato, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
From Miami, Florida, weighing in at 210 pounds, Celeste Taylor. And from the land of the rising sun, managed by the Mad Father, weighing in at 222 pounds, he is John Hato. Referee, Michael Sandy.
PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling, Sean Boomer Bratton along with Norm Waymer. Now, typically, Norm, if we're seeing John Hato, it would be in tag team action, as he is one half of the PCW Tag Team Champions. However, singles competition for John Hato taking on Celeste Taylor.
It can be a different world sometimes when usually you're a tag team wrestler and you go into singles competition, and we'll see. We'll see how that works.
I think just instinctually as a tag team wrestler, you always think, well, if there's danger, if I'm running into problems, I can always just reach out and tag my partner. Now in this situation, yes, he does have the Mod Father there, but he has no tag team partner. He has no Great Akuma.
Well, quite frankly, too, the Asian Assassins have kind of cleaned out the tag team ranks a little bit here in Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Definitely, Norm, the Asian Assassins asserting their dominance over the last couple of months here in PCW. Good kick out from Celeste Taylor, kind of a standoff right now in the opening minutes of this contest. And Celeste Taylor is one of the many superstars that obviously want to climb the ladder, get noticed here in PCW, and boy, he has certainly done that over the last couple of months. John Hotto with the whip in. There's a reversal. Hotto hits the ropes. Big leapfrog. Reverse leapfrog. Hip toss, and Celeste Taylor is feeling it right now. Got everything on that arm drag. Second arm drag in. Where's John Hotto going to go? Big body slam. That's where.
Very impressive.
Now Taylor has to follow up with this. Don't let Hotto go to the outside. Don't let him get close to the ropes either. And unfortunately, Hotto trying to make his escape. He's on the outside. There's that shoulder tackle, outside in. Hotto's back, knee into the middle. Again, just very weird seeing one half of the Asian Assassins in singles action. Going post to post. Celeste Taylor hits.
Oh,
He got everything on that, Norm. Just threw his entire body at him.
absolutely. You're going to test some six-pack abs.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully they hold up to the challenge. Just driving that shoulder in and in repeatedly with that ram. Taylor trying to fight his way out of it.
Yeah, it's good to see that Celeste Taylor has taken all my advice on some workout tips.
Well, I saw you talking with him about that.
Because he looks fantastic.
Yeah, he does. I was going to say, Norm, you've obviously been giving him some sound advice, right?
Well, look at him.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that big knife-edge chop. Now, Norm, the few times you've been in the ring, and you're undefeated, by the way, I might add. Did you ever throw the knife-edge chop? I'm curious. I don't remember much.
I don't think it ever got to that.
Oh, come on. Undefeated, Norm. I think you broke out the patented Norm Waymer moonsault. That was fantastic.
That was something, wasn't it?
That was. The extra revolution you put in there, never been done before.
Well, the twist in midair, you know.
Exactly. Taylor has him up now on his shoulders. Death Valley driver. It looks like Hotto going for the crucifix. Pulls that one out. Hotto can't believe it. Schoolboy now rolls him up. He's on top.
Better be paying attention.
And look at that, just with that kick. Got part of the midsection, even got part of the leg. Snapmares him over. He hits hard on that back, exposed right where John Hotto wanted him. He's exposed to that kick, and then just snapping that neck over, Norm. Taylor is able to kick out.
So much speed in this ring on both sides.
Yeah, you're talking about two extremely quick athletes, and we've seen with John Hotto that offense really leg-based. His kicks just can come out of nowhere, and he fires them in with such velocity. They do such damage, and of course, this is going to do damage as well, choking him out right in front of the ref. Now, unfortunately, the referee is distracted, and Celeste Taylor is right next to the Modfather. That's not going to end well.
Not a good place to be.
No. Is he shorter even this week than last week? He looks it.
Is that possible? Gravity has not been his friend.
No, not at all. The gravity deficient Modfather.
Vertically challenged.
Yes. The spinning mule kick.
You know, it was good and bad because he's the last to know that it started raining, but he's the first to know it's flooding.
Wow. I don't even know what to say to that, Norm.
Look at that back elbow.
With the handspring. Yeah, let's focus on that. You still got me focused on the Modfather and his shortness. Now what's Hotto going to do here? Spending a little too much time talking with the crowd. If he's going to put away Celeste Taylor, needs to do something. Now he goes on top for the cover, but probably waited too long, and Taylor able to kick out of that without too much effort.
Modfather's favorite dinner?
What's his favorite dinner?
Short ribs.
You have a whole list of these, don't you? He does.
Well, it's early.
The smile on Norm's face, he does, and I can't wait. That corkscrew elbow, will it put Celeste Taylor away? He's on top, hooks the leg all the way on top of him, but not enough. Now, why on earth does the Modfather have that megaphone now? I mean, seriously, we can hear you enough without the megaphone. You don't need any amplification. Hotto sizes him up. Taylor moves, big misfire from John Hotto. He's up on his
Look at
shoulders
this.
now again. Samoan drops him down. But enough damage has been done to Taylor where it takes a little bit too long to get that cover, and John Hotto's able to kick out.
Yeah, he's still trying to shake the cobwebs.
That would have been it if John Hotto was able to connect. Taylor moves out of the way. He needs his time to recover right now. He's up first, but look at that. That back kick out of nowhere. Spins around with it. Punches into the middle. Has Taylor up against the ropes. There's another chop. I think Taylor's going for a ride here. There's that whip in. Hits it hard. Knee into the middle, and Celeste Taylor goes up and over.
You know, I mentioned those six-pack abs. There is a school of thought you take away somebody's biggest strength. You know, that is one school of how to attack another wrestler.
And look at this interesting roll type move here.
Kind of an alligator roll.
And then ends up with a pinning position, which we knew would happen. Taylor's able to kick out, and look at that, John Hotto just behind trying to suck that wind right out of Celeste Taylor.
Absolutely, trying to take that core.
You're gripping in, holding it tight, sucking that air out, doing your best to lean in a little bit more. Taylor now up to one knee. If he can get up to both feet, it's going to be, and there he goes. That's going to be his target here, his mission. He's there, fights his way out of it, and just scraping right across that chest. And another big boot in. Hotto sizes him up. Misfires on the punch, though. Look at this. Devastating suplex. German style releases him just a little bit before the point of contact. Goes for that cover. Kicks out at like 1.5.
You know, somebody needs to get a shot of this this sign over here. This is Go Back to Munchkinland, Shorty.
Oh, that's awesome. She is my new favorite person.
Somebody needs to get a shot of that.
I don't think the Mod Father has
Oh,
seen
you can
that
see it right
yet.
there a little bit on the right side.
I'm sure the Mod Father hasn't spotted it yet, because when he does, he's going to try and rip that sign up. We're going to get a good shot of that sign. Now, there it is. Go Back to
There you go.
Munchkinland, Shorty. Yeah, yes.
That's awesome. If you're ever at a bar with a Mod Father and you order a cocktail, short glass.
Wow. You've been studying up on your short people jokes.
Here comes
Clothesline.
Celeste Taylor.
Take that head off of John Hotto. Back elbow. Oh, he's feeling it. Scoop slam. Has him up and puts him right down.
Oh!
Standing shooting star press. He's on top for that cover. Didn't quite get everything with that. I think if he was able to nail it 100%, that'd be all
I
over.
taught him that too.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing that in one of your matches that you won because you're undefeated. Side Russian leg sweep, will he get it? Hotto
No.
tries to block, punch into the middle. Inverted DDT maybe, is that gonna be what we see?
Oh!
And just spins him and drops him down. He's on top. He's able to drive that point of the elbow right into Celeste Taylor, who had everything going his way just a few seconds ago, it seems.
And Jan Hotto's getting frustrated because he's taking a lot of wrestlers out with that move.
Punch right into the top of the head, now into the throat.
He is. He's getting frustrated
Oh
now,
yeah,
you can
definitely.
tell.
And again, you don't have the great Akuma to
Oh, my
turn to
gosh.
for relief. He got everything on that chop. There's the send in. Nope. Ducks under, reverses. Now we see the side Russian leg sweep. He got that. What's Taylor going to do to follow up on it, though? Taylor's saying it's over. He hits the ropes. Hits the ropes again. Look at that. Gets momentum. There's your moonsault. Drops the leg. He's got to go for the cover. He does.
Two. Got
And
him!
that's it. Big upset as Celeste Taylor is able to pin one half of the tag team champions, John Hotto, and the Mod Father can't believe it. Celeste Taylor wins.
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Celeste Taylor.
A very, very impressive win over one of the co-holders of the tag team titles.
Catapult off those ropes.
And the USA chants are going.
Oh, yes, they are. The big moonsault putting away one half of the tag team champions, John Hotto. And Hotto throwing off security. Yeah, he's got to be beside himself right now. And the Mod Father, I'm sure, is beside himself. Modfather making sure he grabs that tag team title belt, though, because, yes, again, even though Jean Hotto was pinned, the Asian Assassins are still the PCW Tag Team Champions, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Monster May at the IBC. PCW presents Monster May. The date to remember is Sunday, May 17th. We're getting closer and closer to Monster May, where all the titles in PCW will be defended. You're going to see the returning Crimson. You're going to see the returning Brian Castle. We're still wondering, is Will Studd going to get that haircut in the middle of the ring? Or is Dr. Jerry Graham going to get 5 minutes with the Modfather? Those are just some of the stipulations as Andy Shane takes on Will Studd. The PCW Heavyweight title, oh my goodness, Giant Pharaoh was able to pin Phil Nitro Monahan the last time we were at the IBC. By virtue of that, the Giant Pharaoh granted a PCW heavyweight title shot at Monster May, May 17th. It's one-on-one, Nitro defending that heavyweight title against the Giant Pharaoh. Also, the tag team titles will be defended. The last time we were at the IBC, we saw Celeste Taylor and Justin Main in singles competition beat the members of the Asian Assassins. Because of that, now you guys have been granted a tag title shot at Monster May.
Yes, we have, and I'm excited. I can't ask for a better partner than Justin. You know what? And we have 2 pinfall victories over the tag team champions. How awesome is that?
I would tend to think it's pretty awesome, actually, considering that we both beat the Great Akuma and Jun Hotto, the Asian Assassins, in singles competition. What can that mean for us as a tag team? I see gold in our future. I see the main event in our future.
These two guys are ready, and you will see it. PCW Tag Team titles defended at Monster May, Sunday, May 17th. The Asian Assassins, of course, with the Modfather. You'll have to deal with the Modfather, but that's nothing new. The Asian Assassins defending against Celeste Taylor and Justin Main. Will we see new champions? You're going to find out Monster May, Sunday, May 17th with PCW.
Serial beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw? Do you like it?
For good times, good food, and great service, go to Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street across from the mall, or Nick and Jimmy's on Lewis and Temperance. Anything from burgers to pizza. The Cocoa House Lounge on Lewis and Temperance features deluxe sandwiches and creative martinis. The Basin Street Grill on Monroe Street west of the mall, featuring extensive appetizers and fresh seafood in a classy yet casual environment. And the Village Inn on Holland, Sylvania in Sylvania. Great food and a roadhouse atmosphere. 5 times the good times, good food, and great service. Find it all at nickandjimmys.com.
PCW fans, this is Dr. Jerry Graham, and I got great news for you. Seaway Marketplace, one of the finest stores in Northwest Ohio, who had a successful promotion for our last month's show, is bringing it back this month for Monster May on May the 17th. If you go to the Seaway Marketplace and buy $40, and that's not too much, $40 worth of groceries or more, you just ask your cashier for a free ticket to Monster May on the 17th of May, and you'll see some of the finest wrestling available. But even more important, you're going to get some of the finest food available. My family was in the food business, as everybody that knows me knows, and I know meat, I know produce, I know the whole thing. And there's plenty of good stores in the city of Toledo, but where the Graham family shops, Seaway Marketplace, the finest store. You can't do any better, and they got the best chicken in town. Try it. Believe me, you'll like it. Seaway Marketplace. That's my store.
Serial beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw? Do you like it?
Back we are, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. What's that over our shoulder?
If you look over our shoulder, you'll see the face of the man who's the godfather of hardcore wrestling, Wild Bull Curry, one of the toughest men, if not the toughest man I ever wrestled. And his son, another great wrestler, Flying Fred Curry, has just finished a book about the biography of his father, Wild Bull Curry, called The Walking Riot. This should be in every wrestling fan's collection. If you're interested, go to www.wildbullcurry.com, and you'll see how you can get a copy of The Walking Riot, The Life of Wild Bull Curry.
Oh, I'm sure there's just dozens of great stories in that book.
I read it already. It's fantastic. Any wrestling fan should have that book.
All right, let's get to our next match here coming up. And the great Akuma, who is a terrific singles wrestler in his own. He's one half of the tag team champions against one of our terrific up-and-comers, Justin Maine.
Oh, yeah. These guys, these young guys, the future of any sport is in its youth. I don't care what sport you're talking about. I look at Maine and Taylor and these guys, Nate Matson.
If you go to our Facebook page, too, you'll see the videos that they did for Tough Enough.
Yes, absolutely.
Which they should be on.
The future of pro wrestling is the youth, and you're going to see it at PCW. We're giving the young kids a chance to show if they can do it. I am so impressed with Justin Maine and Celeste Taylor. These are two of the finest young athletes in this business today, any promotion on earth.
And if you come out on May the 17th, you may end up saying, I remember when I saw these guys here in Toledo for wrestling in PCW.
Exactly.
All right, so let's take a look at the match. The great Akuma against Justin Maine.
Well, the great Akuma is a terrific singles wrestler.
And it's officially on. Great Akuma really has made his mark. When we first got to know the Great Akuma, it was in singles competition. Yep. And then it was decided with his advisor, the Mod Father, and other advisors that he's had over the years to try things out in the tag team division. And it certainly worked out well for the Great Akuma, as him and his partner, John Hotto, are the PCW Tag Team Champions.
I really feel that pound for pound, the great Akuma is one of the best wrestlers in the business.
And Akuma has not shied away from anyone in singles competition here in PCW, and he won't do the same here against with Justin Maine. Will not shy away from Justin Maine at all.
A little bit about the great Akuma that you may not know is that he spent some time in Calgary and spent some time in the dungeon.
Really? And now look at that, you know, the streamers out of nowhere and attacking Justin Maine. Did you learn that in the dungeon?
I doubt it.
I can't imagine
a couple of them there.
Yeah. Can't imagine Stu Hart, though, was teaching you how to throw streamers back in the day. Has Akuma up on the shoulders now. Akuma is able to push his way out of it and goes to the outside. His the misdirection with the streamers didn't necessarily work, as now Akuma has to go on the outside with the Mod Father to regroup. And Akuma using all of that count, trying to call for a timeout so we can huddle up with the Mod Father. I don't even know if the Akuma speaks the language the Mod Father can understand. No timeouts in wrestling, so referee Michael Sandy is going to administer this count. Not the world's quickest count, but whatever.
By the way, you know what the Mod Father generally has for breakfast?
No, what does the Mod Father have for breakfast?
A short stack.
Oh, no, he doesn't. That's
look at that!
I got Justin Maine got tired of waiting. Justin Maine tired of waiting. They're on the outside. He takes down the Mod Father and now throws Great Akuma right into the steel guardrail. They're right in front of us now, crossing the ringside position. I think one of the kids is going to chop the Great Akuma. That's funny. I like that. Certainly some great interaction. And another one is going to chop. Wow. They're trying to choke him, I think. Those fans are vicious.
Is that illegal?
The referee's letting it fly, so why not? And now as Justin Maine tries to get back in, the Mod Father grabs his foot, and
you always got to know where the Mod Father is.
And it opens himself up to that attack from the Great Akuma. Oh, Akuma's got to be just livid right now that he was made to look like a fool by Justin Maine. And now the Mod Father threatening to go underneath the guardrail and attack those fans. Got everything on that elbow, goes for a cover. He's right on top and hooks the leg. Maine kicks out at 2. Boot into the middle of that back. Akuma's not letting up that attack now. We got that opening. Oh, the mule kick got everything on that right under the chin. And again, just throws his body at him, Norm.
Amazing moves.
Akuma looks very crisp.
You may not know where the offense is coming from with the great Akuma.
Can bring it from anywhere. He's going to snapmare him over. Hits the ropes. Drops the elbow on top. Hooks the leg. Those elbows do a lot of damage. Driving that point of the elbow right into your body. Main tries to fight back though. Throws the kick in. Another kick. That's a third. Akuma tried to catch the leg. Doesn't. Now he catches it.
Oh!
Dragon screw. Oh, and Justin Main is trying to make sure his knee is still in one piece after that.
Well, he's got to hope he's got an ACL.
That dragon screw just does so much damage. It's a miracle for you to be able to walk after this is over. So now Akuma knows where he wants to center that attack.
If you're not in tremendous shape, that knee is gone. It's the only thing that would keep it intact.
Now look at that, Akuma just putting more torque. This goes down even into the knee. There's a lot of pressure on the ankle, but this is going down into the knee as well because it's causing that leg to just bow outward.
Absolutely. It will also put some pressure on the hip at the same time.
And Main has to make sure as he drops back in pain that he doesn't leave his shoulders down on the mat for a count of three because you could inadvertently pin yourself in this position. We've seen it happen before. Main is trying to fight out, just reaching up, trying to break that hold. Pulled Akuma close enough to break it, it looks like. Main doing what he can. Enziguri from the bottom, just enough to break that hold, which is what he needed, but you can tell it was favoring that leg as he got back up and just ran right into that clothesline. Akuma's on top. Kick out at 2.5. That forearm driven in. He's got Main trapped. Now Akuma really focusing that attack into that shoulder, into that upper body. Akuma will hit you everywhere, don't matter where. Scoops him up, big slam, drops him down. Main's out at 2. Norm, Akuma's so impressive. He doesn't need the Mod Father. It just is such a shame that guys with that kind of talent align themselves with people like the Mod Father.
Makes him even more dangerous.
Well, it does.
Although the Mod Father's not paying attention right now.
No, not at all. He found someone in the crowd who pulling his chain, obviously.
Abdominal stretch?
He has it. Now, if Akuma can really get that left foot all the way down, he'll put this in all the way. And you can see where Justin Main is holding on to that foot, so he can't do that. He's trying to then use that as leverage to pop himself out of this move and lift that leg up and over, which he has done now. And Main fires back. Didn't get everything on that knife edge, but just enough. Akuma going to be sent in for a ride now. Ducks a clothesline. Akuma hits the ropes and just knee into that middle. Now there's the abdominal stretch. And see, there we go. Akuma on this abdominal stretch, able to get that left foot all the way down. So he has this in 100%. And that midsection of Justin Main, that right side, is just totally exposed right now to an attack in addition to being stretched.
To really, truly get 100% of that move, you got to get that toe grapevined in behind the ankle.
And Main was able to break out of that again. Hip tosses his way out.
Because if you do that, you can't hip toss your way out.
No, you can't. Main catches that foot, ducks the enziguri, grabs those legs. Now, what are we going to see? Slingshot, maybe. Will he drop back with this? Yep, slingshot.
Wow.
And he's sent in, face and chest first, into that top turnbuckle. Main with the clothesline. Back elbow, Akuma's down. Main mounting the comeback.
You got to be really impressed with Justin Main. He's going toe-to-toe with one tremendous wrestler.
There's a reversal. Ducks underneath. And big Japanese-style drop kick. Got everything on that. Oh, Justin Main feels good right now, and the crowd solidly behind Justin Main. Brings him out of the corner, just sends him headfirst into the opposite corner. Thought maybe a bulldog, but no, he got even more than that. Springboards his way in. Moonsault off the top, he has it, cover!
And
That's
still didn't get
That's
him.
about as close as you can get, Norm. Sends in Akuma, ducks down though, telegraphed it. Akuma with a couple of boots in. Just basically threw his leg at him and connected with it.
That's right behind the ear.
And he's on top. Kind of like a, if he had just springboard off that knee, it would have been a Shining Wizard type move. Has a hold of that arm. Oh, is Akuma going up to the top now?
We've seen this before.
He's on that top rope. How far will he walk? That's the question.
All the way across?
Oh my goodness. He's starting to lose his balance though. And Maine catches him. Right into a gut wrench suplex. Just dropped him down head first on that.
Didn't get it all.
Oh, Maine can't believe it on that. I can't believe it either.
Looked like it was a DDT type maneuver, but he didn't quite get it all.
Body scissored him, went for the DDT. He's able to kick out. Fireman's carry, he's up on the shoulders now. What are we gonna see? Spins him through, small package.
2. Nope.
No, Maine powers through on that
You
one.
never know where the offense is coming from. Oh! He broke him in half. And somehow, Justin Maine kicks out.
Spinning a Ranagi.
Bless you.
Yes, exactly.
What was that again?
Spinning a Ranagi. Or a spinning rock bottom. Get a little twist involved in it.
I was going to say, I thought that was the old guy in the Karate Kid movie.
Close. Now we've seen this before from Akuma. He likes to spin through, but Maine now was close enough to that top rope and held on. And there it is.
Looked like he caught him with the knee right in the forehead.
The backflip bicycle kick. Now he's up on the shoulders. Fireman's carry. What are we going to see? Spins him.
Oh!
Catches him with the diamond cutter. He's on top.
Devastating. 3 and he got him.
That's your finish. This is a big win for Justin Maine, beating one half of the tag team champions.
Huge win for Justin Maine.
Monster May at the IBC, the International Boxing Club, on Sunday, May 17th. PCW doesn't just give you May, we give you Monster May. Nubian Acolyte, he was the Giant Pharaoh's mystery partner the last time at the IBC. The Nubian Acolyte is taking on Malice. And speaking of the Giant Pharaoh, we saw what happened the last time. The Giant Pharaoh and the Nubian Acolyte in a tag team match against Phil Nitro Monahan and Malice. Well, Giant Pharaoh able to get that pinfall victory over the champion. Because of that, at Monster May, it's going to be one-on-one. Phil Nitro Monahan defending against the Giant Pharaoh. The Cruiserweight title is also going to be defended in a lumberjack match at Monster May. And I'm talking about the titles in PCW. Of course, the tag team titles will be defended at Monster May. The challengers are Celeste Taylor and Justin Maine. They were able to, in singles competition, beat the members of the Asian Assassins the last time at the IBC. So now a tag team title shot as Justin Maine and Celeste Taylor take on the Asian Assassins for the PCW tag team titles. And of course, when you have the Asian Assassins, you have the Mod Father.
There was a grievous wrong done here at the International Boxing Club in April. They separated the World Tag Team Champions. These gentlemen have been honed to perfection as tag team experts. Breaking them apart caused that ever so rare loss. It will be avenged in May, this I promise.
Winning in singles competition is a lot different than winning in tag team competition. Do Sles Taylor and Justin Main have what it takes? We will find out as Sles and Justin team up to take on the Asian Assassins with the Modfather for the PCW Tag Team titles at the IBC Monster May, Sunday, May 17th.
Cereal beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw? Do you like it?
Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week at the corner of Douglas, Lasky, and Tremainsville. At Somerset Bingo Hall, doors open at 5 p.m., Lightning at 6, and Series at 8 p.m. Sundays, doors open at 11 a.m., Lightning at 1, and Series at 2:30. Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week. Since 1905, Red Wing Shoe Company has been making purpose-built work footwear. The skilled employees in our 3 U.S. factories build over 1.2 million pairs of shoes annually. We are the largest Red Wing shoe dealer in northwestern Ohio with over 2,500 pairs in stock. Stop by our newly renovated store at 2122 North Reynolds Road. Shoes and boots that have served generations of hard-working people.
Cereal beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw? Do you like it?
Back we are, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling, just 8 days away from Monster May. It is Sunday, May the 17th, International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue in Oregon. And Earlwood's the street that runs right along 280 between Star and Navarre. Doors open at 4, bell time at 5. All that info, you can find it at PCWexcitement.com. All right, time for a little flashback here. And now on Monster May, 8 days away, Phil Nitro Monahan defending the heavyweight title against the big 7'3" giant Pharaoh, and we feel pretty certain they're going to tear the house down.
In lieu of being redundant, the battle of the century.
Well, somebody that used to tear the house down back in the day was Bulldog Don Kent.
The older brother I never had. I was tag team partners with him, a world champion 5 times. He taught me so much about wrestling. I owe everything I have ever become in wrestling, and a lot to Bulldog Don Kent. Other people helped me too, but Don Kent was a tremendously big influence on my career.
And they were so close, they used to get involved in each other's matches.
No, I would never do that. Don Kent is the one that taught me. It's better to lose a match than to infract a rule.
Well, so close that if Don King was with us, they probably wouldn't serve you pizza in some parts of Indiana.
Yeah. Their loss.
Always like that joke. Yeah. All right, this one, though, nothing to joke about. It's Bulldog Don Kent against Rick Bolton.
He's a good amateur wrestler besides being a top pro.
Bolton's into the ropes. We are missing a referee, I think, Bruiser.
Well, here he is.
Here he comes now.
He was standing out here.
Signing autographs, maybe.
No, I was watching. He's getting instruction from the State Athletic Commission. Evidently, he had done something wrong in the previous bout.
Maybe they wanted to give him some words of wisdom, so to speak, about Dr. Jerry Graham at ringside.
That's possibly, and probably that's exactly what they did.
Speaking of Dr. Jerry Graham, coming up very shortly on our main event, you will see for the first time ever on television a match I believe Dr. Jerry Graham might have been avoiding. But he is locked into it now, and you'll see him against Flying Fred Curry coming up.
Yeah, that's going to be, like we said, the start of the broadcast. We want to see that.
Yeah, it's going to be a brawl.
Let me transgress, though, back to the Calypso Gym. I had to try to help him because when they cut his hair off, to a fella like Calypso Jim, that's his life. That's his car, his house.
His pride, yeah.
That's his
heritage.
pride, right? And you take away his hair and cut it off like they did. Well, that's almost the end of him. I had to help him.
Of course, it was Dr. Jerry Graham, Bulldog Don Kent, and the world champion, the great Wojo, all 3 of them on top of this unfortunate guy, Calypso Jim.
I'll guarantee you, Bolton, whatever his name is, it's wrestling Don Kent right now.
Rick Bolton.
Rick Bolton, if he starts getting the better hand, Bulldog Don Kent, you'll see the same guys converge on Bolton.
You saw Dr. Jerry Graham moments ago pacing around the ring. He's very pleased because certainly the Bulldog does have the advantage at this point in time. He's got the upper hand. Look at him put the stretch on the neck, pulling on that chin, pulling back on the chin of Rick Bolton. Yes, he's got those fingers dug deeply into those nerve clusters there, right around the neck area. Very, very punishing holes, and that's a good word to describe the Bulldog. He will punish you in that ring. The Bulldog with a boot into the midsection, fist followed up. The Bulldog means business. He's all business today. Big body slam by Bulldog Don Kent. Bulldog picks Bolton up. Not too much life left in Rick Bolton at this point. Suplex.
Lit right on his hip.
Very impressive by the Bulldog. Showing that he does know the wrestling. As you mentioned earlier, he does know it, and he knows it very well.
Bolton's no sissy. He's coming right back.
Well, Bolton's been around a while. He's out of Chatham, Ontario, and he has met some of the all-time greats in the world of professional wrestling over the years. He is certainly a fine gentleman. And Bulldog Don Kent might not agree that Bolton is a gentleman. He got his fingers munched on a little bit there. Bolton moves on in on his man, takes him over. Very, very stylish move by Rick Bolton. He whips the Bulldog into the corner, comes on in, but Bulldog moved out of the way. Kent saw him coming. Wasn't about to let that happen twice. Bulldog drops him down, neck first over the top rope.
That's got to give you a goose neck.
An attempt for the reverse neck breaker, didn't quite get it, but I think it still did the damage intended.
I know.
And the count is in.
The fall against the ropes would hurt him.
Yeah. A little too close to the ropes, but and now Graham. Look at Graham going to work on Bolton. This is unnecessary, really. The Bulldog has his hand raised in victory. There they are together. You see them, the World Tag Team Champions. Graham congratulating Kent on another in a long string of victories. Now double teaming again on Rick Bolton, this unfortunate young gentleman. And they're going to drop him down again over the rope.
They're trying to hurt him, Terry.
These two guys are really on the rampage. Let's take a look at it again. Dropped over the top rope, neck first.
That thing stretches your larynx.
That can do all sorts of damage. You're absolutely right, Bruiser.
I think maybe that's what happened to my voice.
Reverse neck breaker came down right on his head. Right on his head. And the referee is right there to put in the 3 count, and that's all she wrote.
Monster May at the IBC on Sunday, May 17th. PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling presents Monster May. Main event, Phil Nitro Monahan is defending against the Giant Pharaoh. The PCW heavyweight title is on the line. The tag team title's on the line as well. We saw what happened the last time where the Asian Assassins beat in singles competition by Celeste Taylor and Justin Maine. Well, now by virtue of that, Celeste Taylor and Justin Maine have now been awarded a tag team title shot against the Asian Assassins, which will happen at the IBC at Monster May on Sunday, May 17th. Speaking of titles, a lumberjack match for the PCW Television Championship. The Righteous Maker, Rick Baker, along with the Modfather in a lumberjack match. All the wrestlers surrounding the ring, making sure it stays inside the ring. You're taking on Nate Matson.
You know, I'm upset. We're both upset that Nate Manson gets another title shot. But then me and the Modfather got to thinking. This time, Nate Manson can't run. He can't go anywhere. Yeah, so I'm going to show everybody, all the morons here in PCW, everybody, that Nate Manson does not belong in the same ring as me. And May 17th, they're going to find out how righteous I am.
I want you to know one thing. This is a champion. Nate Manson is what we call an almost champion. May 17th, he's going down.
The wrestlers from PCW surrounding the ring in this lumberjack match. If it spills to the outside, they're going to make sure that it goes right back into the inside. A lumberjack match for the PCW Television Championship. Monster May at the International Boxing Club, Sunday, May 17th, PCW.
If you're looking to raise money for your nonprofit organization, Powerbomb Championship Wrestling is here to help. We'll provide you with everything you need to raise money. You'll get 2 hours of fun and exciting family entertainment from some of the best pro wrestlers in the Midwest, and we'll promote your event on our TV and social media platforms. Charities, booster clubs, athletic departments, or any nonprofit organization can raise money with PCW. Call us at 419-265-7808 or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or at PCWExcitement.com. All right, back we are, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Monster May, just 8 days away. One of the matches that gets a lot of attention, Andy Shane will take on Will Studd, and there's a lot of stipulations involved here.
Yeah, well, one of them is if Will Studd should win, I have to manage him for a year, and I gave my word of honor, which I've never broken to anybody, that I'll do my best to be his manager. But if Andy wins, as I predict he will, Studd gets all that sissy hair of his shaved off in the ring. You look like Wojo, look like a man instead, right down to the nub. And I get 5 minutes with the Mod Father. And when you're about to see, if you haven't already seen it, if you weren't there at the last matches, oh, by the way, as good as it is on TV, it's always better if you're there in person. It's much more. But what that little weasel Mod Father did to me, he's going to pay for it, because I get 5 minutes with him in just a street fight condition. No referee, no rules. He's going to get in that ring and he's got to fight me. And a lot of people say, Jerry, you're 67 years old. Are you crazy? I said, well, if I was going against somebody that I thought was tougher, I would be crazy. But Mod Father, so help me. I'm going to give it everything I got, and if I don't beat you to a pulp, I'll never show my face on a wrestling TV show or in a wrestling event again for the rest of my life.
Let's show you right now what led up to all this. It's coming at you right now.
Get out of my way.
All right. Okay, so
Now, what's this all about? What is this all about? Will Studd just grabbed Boomer's chair.
Okay, I no longer have a chair.
Hey, wait a second.
Okay, so...
Oh, come on now.
So what exactly is going on here, Norm? I lost my chair. Will Studd has a... He just laid out Dr. Jerry Graham, laid out Andy Shane with that chair.
What's he going to do here? Oh!
He just... The pile... Oh, wait, what's... Okay, we haven't even started.
Well, now wait a second.
We haven't even set up what's going on here.
This is supposed to be, if Andy Shane wins this match, Will Studd gets his head shaved.
So we had Clippers out here.
He gets a year of Dr. Jerry Graham. We don't even have a match.
So we were out here, and okay, I think we're back. We were out here, and there's a set of clippers out here.
Come on!
And so Will Studd grabbed those clippers and is shaving the head of Andy Shane.
This is not the way this is supposed to work.
Now, the referee's saying this is a disqualification, so didn't Will Studd lose?
Yes, he lost.
So what is he
Now
doing?
what's
Now
the
the
Mod
Mod
Father
Father's
doing out
out
here?
here. Why on earth is the Mod Father here? This is just I don't even know. Are we on? Yeah. Again, there was so much. There's been so much carnage over here. As Will came right over to the broadcast position. I'm on
Andy Shane's out.
Yeah, and the Mod Father's into the ring.
Jerry Graham's down. Jerry Graham's 67 years old. I mean,
And so you got to be kidding me. They ran Graham head first into that steel chair.
Come on.
They're going to do it again. Ridiculous. They're going to do it again. They just rammed Dr. Jerry Graham three times into that steel chair. Norm, what on earth is going on
There's
here?
security in this place.
Yeah, security's got to do something. But the Mod Father started choking Dr. Jerry Graham.
Mod Father was digging something into Jerry
Okay,
Graham's head.
Here, hang on, Norm, hang on.
I hope you enjoyed that, Norman.
Okay, so this was supposed to be a match where if you lost, you got your head shaved. We had clippers over here before the match even starts. You lay out Andy Shane. You've laid out Dr. Jerry Graham. You cut Andy Shane's hair.
Jerry Graham's 67 years old.
What
the
are
hell's
you?
the matter with you?
What the heck are you doing? What the heck are you guys doing?
Why don't you two blowhards sit down and shut up, or you'll be next? Dr. Jerry Graham's been pushing me around, picking on me. Andy Shane thinks he runs the show here. Yeah.
You don't want to get physical.
Come on, you'll be next. Big man behind the microphone. He's going down.
Andy Shane thought he was going to shave my hair. Me? Are you insane? Why would I even risk that with this crooked ref and these stupid people here? Why would I even risk something like that? So no, I did what I should have done. Put him down. Just like I'll put you down if you step across the table.
Hey, put him down, son!
This was always going to happen. Look inside yourself and know, Norm.
Monster May at the IBC on Sunday, May 17th. Title matches, returning wrestlers. Crimson is back. Brian Castle is back. The heavyweight title defended, Phil Nitro Monahan versus the Giant Pharaoh. You're going to see Justin Main and Celeste Taylor taking on the Asian Assassins for the tag team titles. Cruiserweight title in a lumberjack match. The Righteous Maker Rick Baker defending against the amazing Nate Madsen. And what about this? We thought it was going to be resolved the last time at the IBC, but at Monster May 17th, Dr. Jerry Graham with Andy Shane. In that match, it's going to be Andy Shane one-on-one with Will Studd. And if Will Studd wins, he gets your services for a year. But if not, he gets his head shaved, and then you get 5 minutes with the Modfather.
This was all supposed to happen last month, but I'm going to tell you something. It's going to definitely happen. What they did to Andy Shane, holding him down before the match even gets started, hurting him and trying to shave his head. He's so embarrassed about the way his hair looks, he has to wear that hat. But I'm going to tell you something, Modfather, what I'm really looking forward to is if we win this match, not if, but when, I get 5 minutes with you. Now, I've often said I'm never going to wrestle again. This is not going to count as a wrestling match. I'm retired. This is going to be old-fashioned butt-kicking, and you're going to get what's coming to you, boy, because I'm not going to, you humiliated me and hurt me, and I'm not going to stand for that.
The way it's going to be is just this. Modfather, you stick your nose in my business. I will knock your inbred little bottom-feeding, skun-sucking little moron butt into the ground and leave you buried. Now I'm going to tell you number two, that big monster Will Studd. Yeah, you beat me with the chair. You pile drive me in the chair. You're a monster. Well, I'm the original monster hunter. And I'm saying when that monster looks in my window and sees me, it takes a double take and walks off. You're a dead man, Stud.
That's going to happen Sunday, May 17th at the IBC. Will we see the haircut? Will we see Dr. Jerry Graham 5 minutes with the Modfather? I can't wait. May 17th, IBC, Monster May.
Cereal beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw? Or do you like it?
Your career will occupy 1/3 of your life. Shouldn't it be fun, profitable, and secure? The Toledo Academy of Beauty has successfully trained over 10,000 graduates in the cosmetology industry. Call 419-478-6660 for a free brochure. We also offer beauty services by supervised students. Even professional wrestlers like Dr. Jerry Graham is a client. Have fun, be cool, choose the right beauty school. It's Toledo Academy of Beauty.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli has the best chicken in town.
This is my store. I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace. This is my store.
Monster May is going to happen at the International Boxing Club on Sunday, May 17th. Powerbomb Championship Wrestling gives you Monster May. Of course, we always bring it. We're especially going to bring it at Monster May. Crimson, back in PCW. Brian Castle, back in PCW. Will Studd, he laid out Andy Shane trying to avoid that haircut the last time we were at the IBC. Well, it's back this time at Monster May, Sunday, May 17th. If Will Studd is able to beat Andy Shane, he gets Dr. Jerry Graham as a manager for a year. But if he loses, he not only gets his head shaved in the middle of the ring, so you could see that haircut, but then on top of that, Dr. Jerry Graham gets 5 minutes with the Mod Father. Now, who doesn't want to see that? Cruiserweight title defended in a lumberjack match, tag team titles defended, and of course, the heavyweight title defended as Phil Nitro Monahan goes 1-on-1 with the Giant Pharaoh. Your Highness, your shot at the gold happens at Monster May.
Yes. I did what I said I was going to do when I came into Powerbomb Championship Wrestling, and that is hurt people. And if it wasn't enough that I hurt people, now I have a title shot so that I can get into that ring and hurt the current champion as well as take his belt from him. And with my pit fighter, my Nubian acolyte in action, we cannot be stopped. We were bred for dominance. And that is what is going to happen in that ring.
Could the heavyweight title change hands? We will find out at Monster May, Sunday, May 17th. Nitro taking on the Giant Pharaoh.
Back to wrap up here in PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Next week, the PCW Heavyweight Champion Phil Nitro Monahan will be right here as we recap everything for Monster May on May the 17th. We want to let everybody know, too, if you are interested in PCW in your town, get a hold of us through Facebook or Twitter or through the website at PCWexcitement.com, because places like Findlay, Fremont, Defiance, Adrian, we'd love to come to your town.
Exactly, and if you want to be a promoter or if you have a nonprofit group that wants to raise money, it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. If you want PCW to come to your town, contact us on our Facebook page or our website, and we'll be happy to accommodate you.
You know, high schools, athletic departments, anybody that's trying to raise money, nonprofit, you know, we can help you do that, and we'll promote it right here on this show. All right, 8 days away, Monster May. You got that big heavyweight title matchup. Phil Nitro Monahan against the Giant Pharaoh. Lumberjack match for the PCW Cruiserweight title. Rick Baker against the amazing Nate Matson. That's going to settle the score one way or the other.
Lumberjack. They'll both be in the ring all night long.
Absolutely. Malice against the Nubian Acolyte. You got Crimson and Brian Castle returning. Going to be a huge show. All the details at PCWexcitement.com.
We can't wait, and we'll see you then.
Yep, we'll see you next week. It's not PC.
It's PCW.
Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight.